Tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes.
Yep, big one.
Big
Right,
man
big
like
one.
me, no need for the telephone hines. I got too much getting online. One rule, then I'm on side. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride.
G'day everyone, Bait Junkie here for Daiwa Australia. We're with Callum Munro here. We're at Lake Monduran, just outside of Gingin in Queensland here. We've come to try and catch an elusive Barramundi. There's plenty of them in here. I'm sure we'll probably see a lot on the sounder today, but it's trying to make them bite. I think that'll be the fun part. We're just going to go out and see how we go. We're going to run you guys through a couple of tips and tricks. Cal here's a gun on the Barra, so he's going to run you through a few different techniques that he likes to target them. So the sun's just coming up now. The wind's looking good. Let's get out there and catch some Barra.
Feeling the buzz. So we pretty much just pulled up to our first spot, a spot that I've fished quite a bit. Just come in, the wind's been fairly windy overnight, so hopefully it's pushed some fish into this bay. We'll be throwing a few jerk baits right up into the lilies, and hopefully we whack a few braids. Are you keen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into them. You can see, you'll be able, like when the sun's up, you'll see the fish eat it. Like, it's hectic. So at the moment, guys, we're sort of fishing a very, very shallow bay. We're in around 5 to 6 foot of water, but like up shallow, there's a lot of weed. So you'll see Braden and myself sort of keeping our rod angles up high. That means we're going to try and keep that lure just above the weed.
You'll see us giving it like a really good crack as well. Some of these spots that we're throwing into are only a couple of inches deep. So it's really, when you bury into the weed, just to get it off the hook, you want to give it a real good whack. And then you give it a slow draw just to make sure you don't have any weed on it, and then you can go back to your normal retrieve. But that's why you'll probably see us giving things a real hard crack there, just to release the weed off it so we don't waste a cast. But also it helps with getting a bit of I guess the fish in the area to know it's there. Sometimes, like bass for me in general, if you throw it into the weed, they love it when it gets ripped out of the weed on a jerkbait. So that can really fire a bite up as well, that type of retrieve.
Yep.
Big on.
Kitty cat.
Big on.
Cat. Kitty cat.
Big, 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 big.
Alrighty guys, well, we just got the first fish of the morning, so I'm on a -1, a kitty cat from Lake Monduran. You just got to be really careful when fishing Lake Monduran. We get a lot of these catfish. They got 3 major spines on them that you do not want to get stung by. So you've got these ones here, and the top dorsal fin. So definitely make sure you use pliers trying to get the hooks out of these fins, because you do not want to get one of those things in you. There's quite a few in front of us, eh? They're all big as well. Oh, yep. Got him. Yes, Braids, you legend. Yeah, good.
Oh, and he's gone just like that.
That's all right. I touched the net.
Hey mate, that's a that's a scoreable fish, mate, right there.
Alrighty guys, we've just swapped over to the spin setups. We've got a TD0 matched up to a couple of Certates. Sort of enables us to do some massive casts, wind assisted cast. Hopefully we can get some fish along this wind blown bank. Let's get into it. Yup.
Woo!
There we go, another one.
That's a good sized bass, mate.
Mate, meatery. There we go.
He's playing up like a second-hand lawnmower, mate.
That's a little weed monster, eh? So that one there just they had a 6.2 inch Bait Junkie Minnow. That's what it's done to it.
All types of wrecked.
Yeah, it's that's one of my go-to colours in Lake Monduran. You can see the stocking is going very, very well in this lake. There's a lot of small fish getting around, so can't wait to get one of these fish when they're back to a metre size. It's going to be really good. So
Beautiful little fish, well built. He's
Yeah.
got good colours on him, straight out of the weed.
yeah, you can definitely tell this fish has been in the weed by that bronze colour. So
Yep. No matter the size, it's a Barra,
a
and
Barra.
we'll take it.
let's get him back in the water, eh? Hopefully we'll get a few more. Oh, you're going to try and jump. That was awesome. Yep, big one.
Holy
Bro,
heck.
big one.
Good one, boy. Make sure you get that thing in the boat now.
Oh, he's in so much stuff. I think that's big, bro.
This is the king of all cats right now.
Hasn't jumped yet.
Catty King Cal getting
I
amongst
thought it was bigger. If it's not,
Maybe
not
he's
even that big, bro.
He's too big, he can't even get out of the water. Oh, he's
Oh,
not
he's
bad,
alright.
man. He's the biggest so far. You just had that YouTuber drag on.
That's the importance. You guys will see
He's
this.
thick, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the importance of having a stinger on though. If you don't have that there, no chance. That's a good fish. That's an awesome fish. Hopefully we can get a few more braids.
Nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful little fish.
I
Chunky
thought
little
he was
bugger,
way,
isn't he?
thought he was way bigger than what he was the first run. I had
Yeah, but look at the thickness on him.
yeah, he's a chunk.
Real girth boy.
They're doing really, really well with the stocking in this dam, which is awesome. So pretty much the closest Barra lake we've got to Brisbane. So it's a must to come and get into a few Barra at Lake Monduran. Let's get him back into the water. Alrighty, he should be good to go. See you later, fella. That was awesome. But like that whole thing's flat. There's some big ones coming through, man. Look at the size of them. Alrighty guys, so I'll give you a quick little rundown on the spin setup that I'm using. So I'm using a Team Daiwa Zero. It's a 7.6 heavy blank. Absolutely awesome for pitching these plastics around, or punching these plastics around, I should say. Match that up to a 3000 size certate, around 20-pound braid and around 50-pound leader. So we're using a Ghost Black Red Belly. That's probably my favorite color for Lake Monduran. Using a 3/8 jig head as well, with a little stinger up underneath it. So it's pretty good at the moment. We're just sort of burning plastics across the top of the weed. There's a few fish sort of through this flat, so we're just gonna keep punching along and hopefully pick up some more active fish. Let's get into it. Looks like a big boil.
Yeah,
Sorry,
cast
Buzz,
over
I'm
it.
over
Go
it.
for it. I just ripped it out of the weed.
Oh, I just got a hit.
Did you?
Yep. You can see it again. Throw in there, bro.
Oh, I'm off.
We probably will catch a fish just here, guys. Braids is just thrown in. Got him. Go. You legend, Braids.
Oh, he dropped it.
That's a different fish though.
That
A little current master.
is a little current master bite.
Oh, while I'm just
That's
cooking it up the front here.
real aggressive. So I had a bite, like I didn't feel it, but I saw the boil. I was dug down in weed and I just rip, really aggressive out. And then I just saw, because we're only in 3 foot of water here. And I saw the boil after it. So Cal threw over. My next cast was was not desirable. I was a fair way off, but just really aggressive ripping it back, because I've had bites before with Barra where just the really aggressiveness out of it just brings a reaction bite, I guess. So
Oh, you had another
yeah,
boil.
I just had another tiny little one then.
Oh, got him. Oh,
That was like on top water, bro.
that was sick.
He's got it pretty good.
Yeah, good.
There we are. They're all just clones, the ones that we're catching here, but It's a nice little Barra there. Really healthy. Look at the girth on him. He's like a, what, like a 65 or something maybe? Maybe a touch bigger. And he's just like, the fillets on the side of that are just phenomenal. But there he is, a little current master. I was just ripping that back across the surface because I had heaps of weed on it and it must have come free from the weed and wasn't even looking, he just dosed it. But he's a nice little Barra. Let's get him back, eh? For a weed monster.
Got him, Braids, come on.
He's just a rat stuck in the weed.
Is he?
Oh, there he is. There he is, he's free.
Yeah, good.
Oh, a bit of gardening.
Bit of weed. And that's what they're coming out of, Braids, eh?
How about that? Very next cast.
Mate,
You wouldn't go ahead and read about it. That's the stuff we're getting them out of just there. Look at that nice healthy weed there. Bit of gardening on a Wednesday. We know it's not a big fish, but just for sake, just to know what they're actually going for. So that one's just over 60, between 60, 65. He'd probably be one of the smaller ones.
Yeah, we've been, 100%.
Like, not that they're massive that we're catching, but there we go. It's another beautiful little Monduran Barra. There he is. Oh yeah. I'm just about to go for a hat trick here. 3 in a row, which will be just, if that happens, I'll be buying a lotto ticket tonight. But there it is, that's just the one that's doing a bit of damage there, just a little current master in Sakura. Suji, I think it's called. So just a little pink thing, nothing too special. Really aggressive action, like rod tip up, just whack, 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 pause, and he just walloped it. But that's just on a little TD0 there, so that's a 6.8 MMR, which is a medium heavy regular. So I like the regular, a little bit more forgiving in the overall blank there. So you've got that forgiveness when a fish wants to jump or do its a bit of acrobats and stuff like that. But also it helps with working that lure. It's not as a stiff kind of jab at it. And matched up with 8.1 HRF, perfect little Barra jerkbait combo. Let's see if we can get a hat trick here.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Cal's on.
Get him out.
Have we just found a little honey hole here?
I think so.
I'm gonna just back you up there, see if there's another one in there that's all juicy, ready for a taking.
Oh! That was hectic. That was so good.
Rich nearly caught that one with the bloody camera, mate.
There you go, there's 3 in like a couple of minutes, mate.
Oh, sorry.
You're right. I'll
Yeah,
come down
that
the
was,
back.
there was always supposed to be a fish there. What's that, a fish off the point, a fish just here, a beautiful lay down with weed around it.
You keep casting,
called
bro,
it.
and see if you can't get another one. Oh, I get these hooks out.
Yeah, look, I'm obliged to do that.
That's nice, eh? It's a nice fish. Just got 3 in probably 5 minutes just there. That's awesome. So that one there just ate the double clutch. So they're sort of taking a liking to both at the moment. The Steez Current Masters and the double clutches, they're all over them. Only little fish, but still, Lake Monduran. It's not turned out to be Lake Misery today, which is good. So keep going.
Oh, I got a boil too, just
Did you?
actually, I think. Oh, that's actually just there, well.
Oh, he's a good fish.
He's a little bit better, eh?
Oh,
Oh, look at him on the sounder. Oh,
he's thick, man, that one, eh?
he's a real thick little bugger.
Thicky.
Hold on to him real good, like.
So that's a nice fish. That'll probably be 70, something
Yeah,
like that.
close
He's a
to
nicer fish, but we just come into another little point. Spray's just got a few fish up there. We've sort of moved on. Another good little looking spot. Good looking.
Good looking.
That fish there just ate a Daiwa double clutch, 115. We'll get the hooks out and get back in there because there was heaps of fish there on the live scope when we come in there. So
You called it off that little lily pad, you said right there.
yeah,
Bang, got him.
yeah, 100%. Well, we're just getting out of the rain. Yep.
Fish on.
Oh, largemouth back spec, that one. That's a small one.
He's mini, that one.
That's the smallest one of the trip, but that shows you just how good the stockings going at the moment on the lake. These, in a few years, these will be up around the 90 to a metre class, which would be awesome. So we'll get him back into the water and keep getting into him. Slow and turn and stuff at the front of that, Got him.
Wind again. Oh, that's a better one. That was on the slow roll just then. Yeah. I'm like, oh, Cal just got one on a slow roll. I'll try the slow roll. He golfed that too.
Just hit that spot off, bro.
Yeah.
Got a bit going on here.
Hello, she's coming in for landing. He's not too bad. I got him.
Bro, you keep going.
There we go. Rightio. That's a nice little barra there on the current master again. To Cal's point earlier, just swapping up the retrieve, like I jerk, halfway back to the boat. I was out of the weed, I was out of the area, but I just started slow rolling, about 4 cranks in, clunk, he just dosed it. So just keeping it fresh for him. Different fish like different things, so may as well mix it up. Let's see if we can get this out. There he is, another nice little Monduran barra, just as the rain comes in. But we'll get him back and I'm gonna get refuge underneath the umbrellas. Off he goes. Biggest caddy of the day, boys. Full Bassmaster spec. I'm showing dedication here, boys. I'm going for it.
Let's go. Got blue sky just there though, not too far away. Go up to this water leaf patch. Got that first one. Yep, got him. That was hectic, eh?
That was actually really cool. He fully launched himself just then. That weed patch, man.
Yeah. This is number 10, I think.
Be very close to it. Let me go ahead and net that
There you
one.
go, how good's that? Another nice little fish though, that'd be 70 as well.
Look at that.
Chunky monkey. You get that lure in there, bro, and see if you can't get another one.
Yeah, I will be. That's the second one you've caught off that lily patch.
Yeah. A little bit better. What do you reckon, Braids?
They're getting there, eh? He's a nice one.
That's
He's
all right.
not as green as the others. He's a bit more kind of coloured.
So we may as well, while we got this fish, talk to you guys about little bite zones. I reckon we've just found one, Braids. We've got this patch of water lilies just in front of us, guys. And Barra are notorious for eating off one spot. That's a couple of water lilies, and we've caught 3 fish off that one patch of water lilies at the moment. So if you're fishing Monduran and you catch a fish, definitely cast back in the same spot because you never know your rewards. That might be the only bite spot along that bank. So we'll get this fish back in the water and hopefully we catch another fish. Good to go. See you later. Phew. So the boys are just having a lunch break and I kept peppering casts out there and we just got a nice fish on the 6.2 inch Bait Junkie Minnow. That thing is pretty much, it's destroyed there at the moment, but the beauty of this Elastamax material, it'll rig back up nice and easy. So we'll get that sorted out. We'll get this hooks out. We'll get this fish back in the water and hopefully keep getting into a few more. Let's get them.
I haven't got a fish on it. Small little Cheetos break. Back to just jerking it up. Jerk, jerk.
Throw at that thing, bro, with that lure.
Good caddy. Yep.
Me tree.
Good caddy. This is the one we come
It's a
for.
barra, bro. It's a
boys.
barra.
It's a barra.
He thought it was a kitty cat.
Oh, what an aerial show. Oh.
Mr. Bloody Catfish Braden, eh?
That was a super soft bite then, eh?
Yeah, it didn't do much either.
No.
For you guys back at home, that's probably a big bony broom he spat out of his mouth.
People pay good money to get food like that on their plate. Yeah, you can see that is a big bony because that's his gill cage down there, so that would have been a really deep fish.
Yeah. And even though those small fish still punch down a big bait, eh?
No issues at all. Look at that, beautiful little weed dweller. I thought it was a caddy at the start, it didn't do much. A real subtle little bite. But beautiful little fish. I'll get the hooks out of him and we'll get him back. This is number 12 for the session, so they might be you know, on the little bit smaller side, but nonetheless 12 barra for a session. Impoundment fishing, pretty stoked with that. Again, off that exact same bite zone that Carl talked about earlier. We just pulled back up at this little point from earlier. I just caught one off the little bite zone at the lilies there. There's a few fish. The channel hug's really tight around this. There's really thick wall of weed there, but then the fish are kind of sitting on that wall. So we got a few bites down this little section earlier, just slow rolling the jerk baits back out. So I'm going to throw in the little Bait Junkie and see if I can't get one of these bigger ones that are just sitting out off it to give her a crack. I've got it on the TD0 742 MHXS. That's a 5000 certate. It's a good little rod for this style of fishing. It's got the backbone that you need. It's got the length, so you can really peg these baits and get them out and far away from the boat. Because a lot of the time, the longer you can roll them for, or they can follow it for, they'll commit to it. As soon as it went back in the water, he
Smashed it.
Yeah.
So much weed there though, eh?
It is.
Yep.
Oh!
That was sick.
So explosive.
That was a good hit, eh?
Good bite.
Going over this side. There we go,
I
bro.
just got bush then too. Oh yes! Oh! He had that whole time.
Oh, that's what it's all about. I'll get the net.
I don't even believe that. He dushed it, and I thought he just missed it, but he just pushed slack in. Full pigeon fair here. There we go. I'll come with mine today. We'll just make a full mess of it all here.
All bad, but well, how good?
Can't
Lake
do that with
Monduran,
me,
brother.
mate.
How good? There's a couple of nice fish, guys.
They equal a metre together, so I'll take it.
There you go. So the current master, double clutch, getting the job done. Lake Monduran.
How about it? There he is. Two little pigeon pair of Barramundis at Lake Monduran here. One on the Steez current master.
Double clutch, mate.
Yep.
Getting the job done.
Look at that. Right after each other. Off a little lily point. Lily seemed to be the MVP today. We're anywhere where there's a little isolated lily patch, there seems to be at least one bite under it. This time too. How about it?
At least he's back in, eh?
Yep. At least they're in it together, eh?
Yeah.
Look at them. Beautiful.
Which one's bigger, Braids? I think you've got me, bros.
I reckon I do too. Ah, that's alright.
Biting down straight away.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the shoulders on them, eh?
Yeah, they're healthy.
Righto.
See you later, buds.
Alright.
That one's gone. That one there's gone. Double hook up, mate. How good.
How about it? Put it there.
Living, bros. We're living.
Ow!
Oh, super shallow.
Little fella there, a bit smaller than the last pair that we just got.
Just changing up colours. You caught a fair few on the golden black colour. So we're just matching it up. Braid's gonna go a full different colour. We're gonna go white.
I'm gonna go white demon, I reckon.
I like it. I'm gonna go the pink head. I reckon this is gonna get the money done. Let's get into it. Yeah. Oh, just got smashed. That thing hit it so hard. Small one. Yep. You're right. Chunky. Yeah, I like that colour. There's another nice fish. We just changed up colours, and that's something pretty important to do. The fish slow down on you. Change the lure, change the colour, and you never know the results might come through and catch a few more, and that's exactly what just happened. Dropped the fish the cast before, and then got another one. So I'm going to get this hooks out of these fish, and we're going to put them back in and hopefully get another fish. So yeah guys, as you would have seen, I just speared that fish back into the water. That's a really good way of releasing barramundi, getting a lot of inflow of water, get them going, get them back into cooler water, and get going.
You like that lure?
Yeah, sick.
Little gold demon just does it again. Yeah, he's not a bad one. That's a wrap up. The day at Monduran, that's all done. All up, we boated 20 barra. Nothing too big. They were all, I'd say, we didn't really measure any of them. What the biggest would have been maybe 75, you reckon?
Yeah, something like that. And, definitely bigger than what we have been catching, that's for sure. Yeah,
really fun. Like, we had such a good day. I was pretty much throwing the current master all day, just in this black and gold colour. Cal was throwing the double clutches mostly when he was throwing a hard bait. For the end here, he started throwing the pink head and caught a couple on that as well. I think that's one of his favourite new colours there.
Yeah, I like it.
We were both throwing TD zeros. This is the 7/8 medium heavy regular. That one's the 7 foot medium heavy. I've got it matched up with a HRF 8.1 gear ratio, good for jerk baiting, getting the bait back, retrieving line, and also pulling those fish out. It was a ripper day.
It was a good day, man. Mate? That was good. That's a pretty good day. Lake Misery, it turned out not to be Lake Misery.
Yes, a double. It was Lake Monduran today.
Yeah, it was Lake Monduran. Got a double hookup. Lost a few as well. I reckon we would have caught or hooked around 30, 35 barra for the day. So yeah, that's nearly going to Cape York and catching them up there. So it's good.
How about it? And they're all super healthy fish.
Yeah.
Really good looking fish. Like again, nothing big, but just the girth, the condition on them is just unbelievable. The stocking group is doing an amazing job here.
For sure.
So that's a wrap. We'll be back off to the big smoke. We'll see you on the next one.